All right, I'm back. All right. I was supposed to post the weigh-in as part of the last video, but due to technical difficulties, we were unable to get all of this edited and posted all at the same time. So now I'm doing the actual telling you about the weigh-in 2 days later. And in between that time, I have completed the Spartan Super, which I did yesterday in Pala, California, and that was quite the experience and very humbling challenge. And it was very good because I took myself out of my comfort zone. But that's neither here nor there. Let me get to the weigh-in first because I know that's what a lot of people like to hear about. So, as far as the weigh-in, I weighed in 2 weeks ago, and I weighed 280, and I weighed in 2 days ago, and I weighed at 280 as well. The only changes were I lost some fat, body fat, and I gained some muscle. So that's the goal: lose fat, gain muscle. Now, originally my goal weight was 275. And then, my goal weight went down to 260. That was going to be my new goal weight. And that was probably like midway through the process. But now I just, I don't feel like that is a goal that I really care about. Really, if I could stay around 280 to 285 and just burn the fat and build muscle, I would be great right there. I feel like 6'3", 280 to 285, solid. Not big, bulky bodybuilder type stuff, but just a nice, solid physique, tone physique. I feel like that's what I want. I want to definitely be under 300, but I don't want to be too small or too skinny, like or too light. Sometimes I look at my pictures now and I'm like, who is that? I do little, and I don't want to be little. So, and not to complain because I got some pictures where I'm like, who is that? That's a big boy right there. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? It goes both ways. But I prefer to be healthy and smaller than to be overweight and unhealthy. So, yeah, I'm do the work either way. So now, with that being said, this weekend or yesterday, doing the Spartan Super, I originally signed up for the Spartan Sprint, which, uh, unbeknownst to me, was going to be at the same place where they had it last year. Although they called it the Spartan Sprint Temecula last year, this was the same place and they called it the Spartan Pala. And if you remember last year, I was fighting for my life. As my sister says, fighting for my life. It was something that I had never felt before. I felt like I was blacking out. And the course ended up being 4 miles then. Although a 5K is 3.1 miles, Spartan math, I guess, extends it every time. So, um, I was saving that for this September, to be honest with you, because I wanted to come back, like after all of this training and just blow it out the water and just, yes. So when I signed up for the Super, I was thinking I was a different course. When I parked or when I drove up in there, I saw it was the same course that brought me to my knees and really it just reality sunk in. I was really scared. I was very nervous. I was very scared. The only reason I really feel that I completed it last year was because my nephew was there with me. and I didn't want to let him down. I didn't want him to see me fail. And so I powered through it, and I honestly don't know how I did it. At the end of it, I was really in a lot of pain, and I was very nauseous. I was very just weak. I was very everything. So that was, to me, it felt like I was close to death. But for that to be the last, um, the last experience I've had with that place, I was not excited to be there. I was very unexcited because like I said, I planned to do it later this year. But um, we're not running from no challenges. That's just not it. I showed up. I'm not running from no challenges. And although I did plan on doing it later this year, I've done plenty of training. I've done plenty of doing, running, jumping, all the things. And at the end of the day, I'm here. I'm here for it. So I got in there and did it. And I will say that was the best decision I made, was to go in there and do that challenge. If I would have quit, or not quit, if I would have signed up for the sprint, and the sprint would have been 4 miles or 3.1 miles and been done, I would have felt like I left money on the table. I would have felt like I didn't give my all, or I could have done more. And that's exactly what I did not want. When I leave these challenges, although I do complain about the pain and the exhaustion and all of that stuff, that's what I pay for. I pay for them to throw the kitchen sink at me and for me to come out on top. I pay to be challenged. So at the end of the day, and I say in the video that I made for it, when I hit 3 miles and when I hit 4 miles, I was like, if I would have stopped right here, I wouldn't have been happy. And when I did pass that finish line at 7 miles, I was done. I was ready. I was done, done. And I was happy that that was what I paid for. And that is what I did. I earned that medal. And I was very happy with that. And so, yeah, I can't express enough thanks to myself and thanks to Spartan for these events. And I like to think that I'm a little off for doing some of these things, but then I see all of the people that sign up to do the same thing I'm doing, and I see I'm not alone. So, shout out to anyone who goes out there and participates and does their thing. It's a crazy thing. And it was the honor series. So, if anything, that definitely, once I saw that, and if you're not familiar with the honor series, it's a tribute to the first responders, military, veterans, and stuff. So being that I am a veteran, being that I do support, military and government workers and everything, to me it was an honor to participate in it and to complete it. So that definitely rose the stakes and made it to where it was like, yeah, I gotta finish this. So it got done. So again, just out here trying to do my thing and trying to continue on this path of health, success, and just bettering myself with every move I make. So my next event is the San Diego, I think it's called the San Diego Fun Run or Night Run. Night Run, I think it's called, which is going to be April 19th. It's going to be at night. It's over at the Del Mar. They used to call it Del Mar Fair. Now they call it the something else. But anyway, it's going to be out there. And it's going to be at night. And it's going to be a concert. And it's going to be all kind of stuff. I've done it once years ago. And so it's just something just to keep moving, really. and it should be fun. And so I'm all for fun. I'm all for movement. So let's get it. The next serious one I have though is I want to say May 3rd, and that is going to be the Spartan Deca Atlas. So between now and then, that one is going to be more of a strength competition, which I seem to excel at the strength competitions, the monkey bars and all that stuff. That's hard for me, but when it comes to picking something up heavy and moving it and whatever, I seem to do really well at that. And I mean, I'm the size of a person that would be good at that. So, yeah. So that is going to be the next big thing. And that again, I had signed up, or I was planning to sign up for the Deca Strong. I've done 2 Deca Strongs already, so I already know what to expect with those. And I mean, it's time to advance. I'm not just gonna keep doing the same challenge over and over again just because. Like, if I can, if I feel comfortable moving up to the next level, I'm gonna do it. And I feel comfortable. I know it's crazy, but I feel comfortable enough, and I feel like I got enough time to continue to. I'm gonna have to build my shoulders some more and build the chest muscles and my leg muscles some more because of some of the things that are going to be required in that challenge. But I'm up for it. And with this challenge, so the other ones you have a judge with you, which will count all of your reps. But on the Atlas, they also have a time limit. So this one, I can't BS around. Like, I gotta go in there with the intention to finish this challenge in a certain amount of time. So it's gonna be interesting. But I'm gonna take you with me. You know how we do. So at the end of the day, you're just gonna keep pushing towards those goals. All right. So if you're out there doing your thing, keep chasing the goals. Um, embrace the pain, enjoy the process, respect the gains, and I see you at the next weigh-in or next video or next challenge or whatever. I see you.